last year, and we can see him there receiving the award from his manager just a couple of moments ago.
That's like the
and what else can you say about his performance on the mound last year? He was just absolutely dominating.
Tuesday night baseball, home of the Twins, Target Field in Minneapolis. Tonight, the second of 3 to start the week between the Chicago White Sox and the Minnesota Twins. Should see some great battles out of these two next on the show. Now a moment here to check out the White Sox starting lineup. EK, any thoughts?
You know, they're getting a lot of production out of that number 2 hole right now. He's one of the best clutch hitters in baseball. If they can get guys on base ahead of him, they'll have a great chance to hang a crooked number on them.
Big dog Bobo will get the ball to face them, and if you're looking for a key to this ball game, it'll be how he fares the first time or two through the order. This is a guy that can struggle in the early going, so a good start is imperative for him here. Adam Eaton heads for the batter's box, and we are just about ready for some evening baseball.
Adam Eaton.
The game's opening pitch is taken for ball one as we get started here tonight right on time at 7:10. And EK, we take a look at the Twins as they begin play here tonight. They're definitely in a nice stretch as they've won 6 of their last 7 ball games.
And they've got themselves a pretty good-sized lead in the division coming into play. Certainly not out of reach yet, but they've got to be pretty comfortable with where they're sitting at this point in the year.
Curveball.
2 balls and a strike. Here it comes. And this will miss as well, so he's in danger of losing the leadoff man here tonight. It's 3-1 now.
And this is one guy you want to make earn his way on. If you walk him, he can make it cost you with that speed of his.
Full count.
And it's full now, 3-2. Figure we'll probably see a heavy dose of that sinker here tonight.
It's really a pitch you'll lean on, especially when he needs that ground ball, but even in situations like this where he's just trying to get ahead.
And a good pitch there as this is swung on and missed for the first out of the ball game. Time now for Robin Ventura's Chicago White Sox starting lineup. Who do you have your eye on, EK?
Well, Matt, keep an eye on that number 2 spot. Does a lot of things right at the plate. Takes the simple approach, and it tends to pay off.
David Saucedo.
Here comes the first pitch. Here's a sinker to start him out, but he wouldn't bite. It's ball 1. And there are the umpires assigned to this one. Balls and strikes belong to Mr. Jerry Hillsdale.
Yeah, Jerry seems to call a really good game back there, Matt. It's pretty rare that you see anyone too overly displeased with his zone.
From the windup, the 2-0 pitch.
Starting out too good.
Swing and a little tapper. That rolls foul for strike 1. And he comes back with a gorgeous slider there for strike 2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. And with that, let's give you a look at how the Twins stack up defensively. It's brought to us by Majestic. EK, what do you got?
Well, Matty, Jonathan Lucroy behind the plate, one of the best framers in all of baseball. We'll get an opportunity to watch him work in this one and see how many pitches he gets for his guys when he's behind that dish.
Agustin Guevara will come forward now as we give you a look at his home and away splits so far this year. Into the windup and the pitch. First pitch hacking here, and that's the first strike.
Oh, he's got him eaten right out of the palm of his hand now. 2 strikeouts already here in the inning. And now he gets the third guy to go after a first pitch out of the strike zone.
2 strikes.
That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. Got him swinging, and that will end the inning. 3 up.
3 up, 3 down.
Desmond will get his first shot at it here. 1 for 4 with a double in the ball game last night.
Well, his last game was a breath of fresh air because he's been stinking it up lately. Under 200 in his last 10 games.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike 1 anyway. 2012 was the breakout season for Ian Desmond, despite some setbacks. After being named Nationals opening day shortstop, he made the All-Star team, although he didn't get to play due to an oblique injury that cost him some time. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
Oh, classic strikeout pitch there on 0-2. It's one he loves going to, but great recognition there at the plate to lay off.
Now a swing and a miss as he picks up another one. Make it 4 strikeouts already, and there's your first out.
Well, let's take a look at the sequence here on Show Track. The first 3 pitches, they're all going to be down in the zone. So now you've got the guy thinking he's going to see something else around the knees. Boom. That's when they change the sight level and get that last pitch by him at the letters.
Standing in now, Marcus Brennan, as he'll take a breaking ball in off the plate for ball 1. The average for him at 267 on the year. 4 home runs, 18 driven in. That evens it up 1-1. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there. 1-2. No score here as we play inning number 2. Chopped foul at the plate. It'll remain 1-2. Comes back with the cut fastball for strike 3 called, and there are 2 down. James Moses will stand in, and as you can see the numbers away from home, he's been much better once he gets out on the road. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball 1. 2 out, nobody on. And a strike to even the count. 1-1.
You know, a lot of times with a sinker baller out there, you're just conditioned to always look for something down. So he can surprise you with that high fastball, maybe four-seam it every once in a while. And when he does, you can forget it.
A ball and 2 strikes to count now with the bases empty and 2 away.
Boys, that's 99 right through him.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. Down in order go the White Sox. We'll go to the bottom of the second. Kyle Blanks will stand in, hoping for a reversal of fortune here as he's seen that average drop precipitously these past 10 ball games. Big curveball swung on and missed. 0-1. And a pitch in the dirt as he lays off. It's 1-1. Ooh, jumped the gun a bit on that swing, and he's down 1-2.
Comes the slider.
Just a bit low.
Right.
Tough call, but it's 2-2.
Get the sinker in on him.
And the sinking fastball called strike 3, and that's out number 1. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season.
Yeah, Matt, more of the same for him as he's currently leading the American League in that category. He's having himself just a fantastic season so far. Not only is he pitching well, but his team is playing great for him as well. You need run support and solid defense to rack up the wins like he is, and he's getting it.
In for a strike, it's 1-1. chop foul over towards the coaching box. The 1-2 pitch. Hard sinker misses 2-2. And he comes back with one down and in for ball 3. Into the windup, ready with the payoff pitch. And he struck him out. Strikeout number 8 now in the ball game for him.
2 straight strikeouts here to start out the inning, but that's 8 for him now in the ball game. These guys have really had a hard time figuring him out.
Adrian Baez will dig in now as we show you what he did in May versus what he's done so far at the plate in June. First pitch on its way. A little tardy there. No balls and a strike.
Well, he's gotten away here early with leaving some of these pitches out over the middle of the plate, especially to start some of these at-bats.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2.
And now 0-2 here. This is where you need to expand the zone. If it's close, you got to let it fly.
Swing and a miss, and that ends the inning. 1-2-3 go the White Sox. They trail this one 1-0. So as Adam Eaton digs in here, he's one of those guys that wasn't a top draft pick yet made a name for himself in the big leagues.
Yeah, Adam was drafted in the 19th round in the 2010 draft by the Diamondbacks out of Miami of Ohio. He had a great college career there, but it's not really known as a big baseball school, so that probably contributed to Eaton being drafted fairly late.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. That's inside and low. It's a ball and 2 strikes. Ready on 1-2. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far.
Well, not only is that 10 strikeouts now, but I'll tell you what, we've still got a few innings to go here. If he keeps throwing the way he is, he can make that number really interesting by the time this one's through.
First pitch of the at-bat.
Batters in a row.
Dave Saucedo is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-1. Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Inciarte has it in his tracks. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away.
Now batting, third baseman
Agustin Guevara digs in with his team still looking at a 0 in the hit column.
Yeah, they just haven't been able to figure it out yet, but it's still early. We're seeing some pretty good pitching so far in this game.
And this is taken outside for ball 1. The White Sox are still looking to break into the hit column here. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 times here they've gone away. Both pretty easy takes. And as a hitter, now I'm thinking it might be time they try to bust something inside.
Here it comes, 2-0. 3-0 now.
I think at this point, a 2-out walk isn't the worst thing in the world. You'd like to avoid it if you can, but this can be a dangerous spot if you just groove one.
Don't know what he's swinging for there. It's 3-1.
Down by 4 this early, I don't know if that's the type of swing you need to be taking here.
Now a ball hit high and deep heading toward the corner in left. Inciarte on the run. And that's the 3rd out. Desmond heads for the box to start off the 5th in this one.
Still pretty early, but they don't have any hits yet, so you need to get it going offensively.
And that one's in on the hands to start the inning. It's ball 1. The pitch count there. 1 pitch into his 5th inning of work. Not much of a concern, I wouldn't imagine.
Yeah, it shouldn't be. He hasn't had any real overtaxed innings, so he should be fine for the time being.
Swing and a miss on the cut fastball, 1-2.
Yeah, and you know, this is a spot where you just have to make him bring the ball down. It's very difficult to do anything positive when it's up that high.
And he struck him out. And there's strikeout number 11 in the ball game. So another exceptional effort for him on the mound. He's got the shutout working here, as we'll show you the league ERA leaders.
Well, guys, he's one of the best in the league in that department right now. He's really been a difference maker on the mound. He attacks the strike zone and is using all of his pitches very effectively. Just one of those guys that's really fun to watch doing his thing.
Marcus Brennan will stand in for a second time here as he swings and misses there. It's 0-1.
Yeah, he really pulled off of that one, and that's not the kind of swing we're accustomed to seeing from a guy like him.
Especially starting off an at-bat.
Swing and a ball chopped foul right at home plate. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2.
Well, you know, when you're behind an account like this, it's all about changing your approach at the plate. You got to shorten up a little bit and just look to put the ball in play.
And he's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ball game. James Moses stands in looking to put the bat on the ball for a change here, with the first two guys going down on strikes to start the inning. And a good slider here to start the at-bat, but it's ruled a ball, 1-0. And a slider stays outside, and he falls behind 2-0.
Two tough sliders there back-to-back, and he couldn't get him to bite on either. Now he might have to change tack here, down 2-0.
2-0 count. Here it comes. Swung on, missed, 2-1.
Maybe you worry about this guy getting a little too slider happy. That's 3 in a row now, so you're giving that guy at the plate a pretty good look at it.
A little late with the swing, but he stays alive. Still 2-2. Trying to strike him out for the second time. A full count, 3 balls and 2 strikes. And the perfect game will go by the wayside here as this pitch misses for ball 4.
Now batting,
Kyle Blanks will dig in now, hoping to perhaps make him pay for the 2-out walk.
Yeah, nothing going on earlier in this inning, but a chance to make some noise right here. Those kind of walks often seem to come back and bite guys somehow.
Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Very difficult to get on top of a pitch when it's come through it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. Stephen Vogt will step in to lead things off for the White Sox here in the 6th.
Boy, they've got some work to do here, but there's still a lot of time left in this game, so just chip away.
And this pitch just about saws him off as he can't get extended at all. It's strike 1.
Well, that's where that cutter's most effective, right in on the hands.
Sinker, 1 ball, 1 strike. Ready with the 1-1 pitch. Oh, looked like he was towing an anchor there, 1-2.
Even when he's just laying pitches in there, they still swing right through him.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Well, we've talked about it already, but this has just been an absolutely dominating performance out there. That's 14 strikeouts.
Stepping in now, Adrian Baez, as the first pitch to him is off the plate for a ball, 1-0. Chop foul at the plate, strike 1. No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. And he pumps the fastball by him here. 1-2 now. For that man right there, you need look back only to his last start to see a performance like the one he's shown here so far.
And well on his way to another great outing. And that's what you get when you mix your speeds and throw a lot of strikes.
Got him. And that's number 15 for the ball game. Adam Eaton will stand in, and he, like so many others, hitless in the ball game so far.
Well, we've been talking about it a lot, but this offense is just getting shut down right now. And we've seen some...
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Dave Saucedo will stand in to start the 7th with that big 0 still looming in the hit column.
All right, can I officially start the countdown right now? I'm not scared to talk about a no-hitter up here. There's only 9 outs between him and a no-hitter as we speak.
That's by him for strike 1.
And that has been the comfort zone so far in this outing. He's just lived on that outside corner, and it's paid big dividends for him.
Called strike 2 on the cutter, and he's behind in the count now. 1-2. Pretty clear the plan is to keep everything away.
And that's smart for most guys, but you got to know your scouting report because this is a guy that can cover the outside part of the plate.
Fastball. Whoa, look out. That just about got him in the coconut. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Oh, I think he'd be real happy with a leadoff walk. Something just to get things started against this guy.
And a good take there as they'll have a leadoff man aboard to start the 7th. It's ball 4.
Now batting.
Augustin Guevara will stand in now. He's struck out and flied out 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
0-1.
And he throws the fastball by him here. 0-1.
Now here's a good spot to finally break through against this guy. You've got the leadoff man on. The heart of the order's coming up. And maybe this is a good chance to get that goose egg off the scoreboard.
0-2.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
Boy, I'll tell you, to be down 0-2 against a guy like this with the stuff he's got tonight, not a comfortable spot to be in.
No runs, no hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Still 1-2 as he fouls it away. And he strikes him out here. So that's out number 1 here in the 7th as he continues to keep him out of the hit column.
And for you at home, all I'm going to do is direct your attention to the hits column right there. It is what it is here in the 7th inning.
Here's the first pitch to him. And a sinker dips too low there. Into the dirt, in fact.
Hey, not to pour cold water on a possible no-hit dude. But have a look at that pitch count. It's starting to creep up there a little bit.
And he throws a cutter right by him to take control. 1-2.
Boy, it's one thing for a reliever to come in out of the pen and throw 100 miles an hour for 15 pitches or so. But he's right up there around the century mark now, and he's still throwing hard.
Right fielder.
Marcus Brennan stands in. Was locked up on strike 3 in his last trip.
Well, you know, it never feels good to go down on strikes, especially looking. You wouldn't be surprised to see him be a little more aggressive in this at-bat.
Set to deliver the 0-1. Chop foul over towards the dugout. Trying to strike him out for the 3rd time. And he struck him out to retire the side. So he's through 7 complete. James Moses will stand in to start out their half of the 8th with that starter still out there. And he's definitely been a tough nut to crack.
No, he's been dominant all game long. And I think part of it is that he got himself a nice lead early on. And that's allowed him to not really worry about making a mistake. He's been free and easy the whole way through.
And he struck him out for the first out of the inning, but perhaps more importantly, he's 5 outs away now. Kyle Blanks will have another go. He struck out looking his last time.
And you know it's never good to go down looking, but that was kind of a borderline call. I'm not trying to make excuses for him. He's still got to be protecting the plate up there.
And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Chased out of the zone there, and he's down 2 strikes.
And it looks like the scouting report says, work this guy away. And it's been paying off.
Count is 1-2.
Whoever put together that scouting report did a real nice job because This whole team hasn't done much offensively at all.
Got him. 4 outs away from his date with history.
Well, a huge out number 2 here in the 8th. 4 big outs remain, but finish line, it's starting to come into sight.
Stephen Vogt will stand in now with 2 away, needing to really get something started here.
And their chances of getting back into this ball game are growing dimmer by the batter.
First pitch fastball swung on and missed 0-1.
I like how he's approaching things here. He's got a good, safe lead, so he's not setting guys up or wasting a lot of pitches. He's coming right after everybody.
And he falls behind 0-2. Just a touch outside. 1-2. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. And he struck him out. So he's now through 8 full innings and will take his no-hit. Adrian Baez will stand in now to begin their half of the 9th in a game that was decided long, long ago.
Yeah, this is mop-up time out there right now. But, hey, these at-bats still count against your batting average. So you can't go up there and nail it in. You've got to see this through right to the end of the game.
9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. Just a bit late, and he's fallen behind 0-2. And he struck him out for out number 1. So now just 2 outs away from the no-no.
That's a big one there to start the 9th. 2 outs away now. You can cut the tension in this building with a knife.
Adam Eaton will stand in, and they've done a good job keeping him off base at the top of the lineup. He's 0 for 3 thus far.
0-1.
No contact on the sinker there, and he's behind 0-1.
And this has been a common problem for all of these guys. They just can't lay off that pitch down and away.
That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch. And he'll come back with 1 in the 3rd as the count moves to 2-1 now. Here's a big swing and a miss on the fastball. 2-2.
He might have thought he'd be getting another dose of that curveball because he was way behind that one.
Got him.
Him out. So now just 1 man stands between he and his no-hitter.
1 out to go. Can you believe this? Man, I wonder what's going through his head right now.
Dave Saucedo will dig in now as perhaps the final man to stand in the way of possible history here tonight.
Yep, 1 more out, and he's going to be in the record books forever. They got to control your emotions and focus right here.
There it is.
Castillo is there, makes the catch, and there it is, a no-hitter.
Well, he's down there getting swarmed by his teammates right now, and he deserves it. Truly one of the best pitching performances that I've ever witnessed, and he puts his name into the record books with that no-hitter.
One more look at the final line score there to see the great pitching performance that led his guys to the victory. Well, obviously, after a no-hitter, there's not a whole lot of debate as to the identity of our top player of the game.
Yeah, but probably the easiest player of the game decision we'll have to make all year. He got some help along the way from his defense, but all in all, this was his show. He winds up in the history books with a no-hitter.
So that'll just about do it for Eric Karros, Steve Lyons.
Hmm. Mm-hmm. Just pitched a no-hitter. Hmm.